What a difference can 2 weeks make? SunRisers Hyderabad were the toast of the town. Everyone celebrating their famed batting lineup. They started this IPL with a bang. 286 they notched up against Rajasthan Royals, winning that game. And that was a statement of intent that made everyone sit up and take notice of SunRisers Hyderabad once again. And the talk started. This is that same dangerous team that reached the final last time, and they are looking good to do that this time around. Cut to 2 weeks later, and they find themselves at the bottom of the table. 3 losses on the row. And it's not so much the losses, it's the manner in which they've lost, which will have the SunRisers fans very worried at the moment. Today's loss, massive one at that, versus Kolkata Knight Riders. The margin, 80 runs, and that is almost like a innings defeat in T20 cricket if I was to compare it to test match cricket. That's how big the margin was. Plenty of things that Kolkata Knight Riders did right on the night, and let's start with the first thing, and that is reading the pitch better than the opposition. First things first, the one standout feature of this game, that finally truce has been reached between the Kolkata Knight Riders curator and the Kolkata Knight Riders team management. Before this, the curator was very adamant that he will make the pitch one way. Kolkata were very unhappy, saying they are not getting the spin-friendly pitch that they so desire, that works to their advantage. Finally, you saw in this game, there was a bit of an understanding. Kolkata got the kind of pitch that suits them. It was a 2-pace pitch, and if they ever needed a 2-pace pitch against any opposition, SunRisers Hyderabad were the best opposition to take advantage of, because their batting lineup relies on a good pitch where the ball really comes onto the bat. That's the kind of pitch that was not on offer, and it played into the hands of Kolkata Knight Riders. It's not just the pitch that has helped Kolkata win, it's also their ability to read the pitch better. It's very easy to play on a ground which is a high-scoring ground and then try and aim for a huge total, especially because it's a high-scoring ground, and secondly, you're up against an opposition like SunRisers Hyderabad. And that's a mistake that a lot of teams do, try and aim at 220, 230. Kolkata didn't do that. They were conservative in their batting. They knew the pitch is a bit double-paced, and maybe a 180, 190 could be a match-winning total. And that's what they were aiming for. So kudos to someone like an Angriksh Raghuvanshi, a Ajinkya Rahane, a Rinku Singh, and a Venkatesh Iyer, who on most occasions were batting at 120, 130 strike rate and only tried to accelerate a little later. It served them very well. Yes, they reached 200, but I think that was a bonus that they themselves didn't bargain for. The last 5 overs leaking a lot of runs. Credit to Venkatesh Iyer here. He got those 60 runs, over 200 strike rate, but that was also down to some poor bowling by SunRisers Hyderabad. Once Kolkata reached 200 on that pitch, you knew it's going to be next to impossible for SunRisers Hyderabad to chase, and that's exactly what happened. Why was it next to impossible? Because it was a double pace pitch. You've got stroke makers, Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, Nitish Kumar Reddy, and Rick Klassen all succumbed to the slowness of the pitch. And of course, let's not forget, when it comes to bowling, Kolkata's bowling was far superior than that of SunRisers Hyderabad. If you look at overall positives that Kolkata will take from this game, they needed their middle order to fire. That hadn't been amongst their runs. So the runs that Venkatesh Iyer got, the runs that Ajinkya Rahane got, the runs that Rinku Singh got, will hold them in good stead going forward into the tournament. Then their bowling, which also came to the fore. You had Andre Russell amongst the wickets, Vaibhav Arora, the most wickets, he picked up 3, and that is exactly how they began to dominate. And then, as always, Varun Chakravarti also picking up 3 wickets, Naren also coming in with a wicket. So their bowling lineup has always been firing. It's the middle order also that's now getting runs for them. SunRisers Hyderabad, what really went wrong for them? And I think that last season they did so well, that was primarily down to their opening partnership. Head was in good form, Abhishek Sharma was in good form. Head is still showing decent form. He'll get you runs in some games, he'll fail in some, and that is the nature of T20 batting. But I think the more worrisome batting is Abhishek Sharma. He hasn't fired, and I'm afraid that's the trend that we see with him. Even when he plays for India, one series will be very good, the other series can be disastrous. And if this is a disastrous sort of a IPL for him, then Sunrisers Hyderabad can't really be looking to winning too many games. And what's made matters worse for them, Nitish Kumar Reddy also hasn't been firing with the bat. Klassen hasn't been that effective as he was in the previous season. So that middle order of Sunrisers Hyderabad, Ishan Kishan has come into the team, got that 100 once. After that, hasn't been amongst the runs. So the middle order not getting runs, the opening that you relied on so much has been inconsistent, and their bowling lineup, really not too many spinners that they have in their lineup that can help them on slow pitches. And all these things put together are really hurting the Sunrisers Hyderabad. For Kolkata, it is a course correction. A word on Ajinkya Rahane and his captaincy as well. He was spot on with his bowling changes. But the one thing that you really enjoyed most about Ajinkya Rahane, the captain, was that once he had the foot on the throat of the opposition, he continued to put pressure. You know, a lot of time you've gotten a few wickets, then captains become a bit more calculative, save their best bowlers to the death because they're trying to look at the entire game. Ajinkya Rahane said, no, we've got them on the mat. Let's keep attacking with my best bowlers. I want them all out very quickly. And that's exactly what happened. 120 all out in 16 odd overs is what Sunrisers Hyderabad. So that is what you really wanted to see in Ajinkya Rahane, the captain, and Chandrakant Pandit, the coach. They have course corrected, and I'm afraid it's bad news for Sunrisers Hyderabad. And if you ask my personal opinion, I don't see them getting any but better. They will get a win or two here and there, but overall their fortunes seems very unlikely with this team that they'll make the top four. Give us a like on our video if you're enjoying our content. Share this with your other IPL friends or friends that are crazy about cricket. And yes, as always, don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today. Nikhil Naz, signing off.